Hello everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you watched the previous videos. I hope you're finding help from this channel. That's what this channel is meant for. And yes, here we go. We're going to solve CMI. Yeah, this question was also asked by many people during my live sessions and all. That sir, PYQs of CMI which are related to Olympiads, right? So yeah, I brought the subjective questions, two subjective questions of CMI previous year questions, which are and which would come under number theory, right? So here we go. The first question. I want you to pause and try this question once. I hope you have paused it. So this is actually related to pigeonhole principle as well. It's a very good question. So we have positive integers 1, a1, a2, a3 till a100, 100 positive integers. Show that for some m and n with m equal to n is also possible, but m less than or equal to n and 1 less than or equal to that m and n between 1 and 100 both are less than or equal to. So equal to is possible, that is the point. If m equal to n, what does this mean? This is simply a n, right? If m equal to n, okay, right, this is divisible by 100. We have to prove that there is some m and n such that this particular thing is divisible by 100. Okay. Now suppose suppose I talk about only Sn and I define Sn as summation from I can vary k from 1 to n. This is my Sn and this I define for all n less than or equal to 100, right? I can define this. This is totally definable. So for each n I have a particular value of Sn. So there are 100 values of Sn. Okay. Now Sn, if I am talking about Sn mod 100, because we are talking about integers only and Sn is also sum of integers only, this can take values from 0, 1, 2 dot 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 till 99, right? And if for some n Sn is congruent to 0 mod 100, then we are done. We are done. Right? Because I can take m equal to 1, n equal to n simply. So summation from 1 to n ai is divisible by 100 is 0 mod 100, right? That was an easy way out. But suppose none of the n will give you, suppose Sn not equivalent to 0 mod 100 for all n, right? Now we use pigeonhole principle. Now it becomes interesting. That implies Sn has to take values from 1, 2 till 99. There are 99 pigeons, there are 99 pigeonholes, but there are 100 pigeons for n equal to 1, 2 till 100. 100 pigeons in 99 holes. That implies there will exist some k and m such that Sk is congruent to Sn mod 100. Done. That will mean Sk minus Sn is congruent to 0 mod n, 0 mod 100, sorry, right? That's it. Now this will simply give me summation I varies from 1 to k ai minus summation j varies from 1 to n aj. This is equivalent to 0 mod 100. This sum is basically till n you are cutting off, so n plus 1 to k, ai is congruent to 0 mod n. So, yeah, basically we have our m is equal to n plus 1 and n is equal to k, basically, I mean, according to the question notation. So, yeah, done. That's as simple as that. I hope you had tried it for some time because it is solved within 5 minutes. So, yeah, that's the question, guys. Okay. Now we have the next question. So, I want you to again pause the video and try this for some time. This is a very interesting problem. This is actually tough if you don't understand what rational numbers are. So, a rational number, what is a rational number? It is of the form p by q, where p and q are integers, q not equal to 0, and p and q are GCD 1, co-prime basically. They do not have any common divisor other than 1. Okay. So, what does that give me? Okay. Please note that it is given that these two expressions are integers, right? These two expressions are integers. This is an integer, this is an integer. That would mean if I subtract them, x power 2014 minus x power 2004 minus x power 2004 is also an integer. So, basically x power 2014 minus x power 2009 is integer. Okay. That would mean x power 2009 x power 5 minus 1 is integer, along with this x power 2004 into x power 5 minus 1 is integer. Yeah. Okay. First we will at least try to show that x is rational. Show x is rational, and after that we will show that it is integer or otherwise. All right. Okay. So, this is an integer, this is an integer. If I take a ratio of them, if I take ratio x power 5 minus 1, okay, I am supposing that none of them is 0, right? Yeah, suppose non-zero. Even if they are 0, if 0 implies x is equal to 0 or 1, in either case we are done, like that's good for us, they are integers. So, suppose non-zero, suppose non-zero, all right. Now, I will take a ratio, and ratio will give me that if you see the ratio is x power 5, this is to be rational because it is ratio of integer by integer. So, x power 5 is a rational number, but we have to show x is a rational number, right? Okay, x power 5 is a rational number, then that would imply that x power 2004 into x power 5 minus 1, this is an integer and this is rational. So, integer by rational, if I divide this with x power 5 minus 1, that would imply that x power 2004 is rational. But x power 5 is rational implies x power 5 power 401, which is equal to x power 2005. This is also rational. x power 2005 is rational, x power 2004 is rational. So clearly if I take a ratio, I will have that x power x is rational. Done. Clear? I hope it is clear. So what was the steps which we took? We took the fact that the difference is integer, which means this particular quantity is integer and that quantity is integer, and taking a ratio I will get that x power 5 is a rational number. Okay, so maybe I can integer rational, that would mean this is rational, and if I take a ratio of this is rational. But from this is rational I can also take some powers and I get that this is rational. So basically at the end x is rational. The moment x is rational, I can take x is equal to a by b such that a comma b belong to z, which is set of integers, b is non-zero, and a comma b, the GCD is 1, they are co-prime. Alright. So that would mean suppose I take one of these as integers, right, 2009 minus 2000, that thing. So x power 2009 minus x power 2004 will be equal to a power 2009 by b power 2009 minus a power 2004 by b power 2004. This would be equal to a power 2009 minus, so if I take the common denominator, it will be b power 5 a power 2004 by b power 2009, and this has to be integer. This is integer, this is also an integer. If this is an integer, so let me write it on the other side. So a power 2009 minus a power 5, b power 5 a power 2004 divided by b power 2009. This is an integer. So if suppose b is greater than 1, we want to prove that b is equal to 1, right? If b is equal to 1, we are done. We want integers and we got an integer, x is an integer. But suppose this is a rational number and suppose b is greater than 1. That would mean there will exist a prime number which would divide b, right? Greater than 1 means there will be prime number, at least 2, something will be there, and this is a prime. This is an integer and there is no, that means that it will cancel out completely. So if b divides this, that means b should divide. So if in a numerator by denominator this is integer, implies p divides denominator would imply p divides numerator. Okay, that's the basic thing. So if p divides b, that would imply p divides b power 5, right? So in the, and p divides numerator implies p divides a power something minus b power 4 into something, b power 5 or 4 or whatever, b power 5, yeah, 5 into a power 26, 2004, okay, whatever. This is divisible by p, p divides this, so p has to divide this also. That means p divides a power 2009. That would obviously mean that p divides a. This is a contradiction. If p divides b implies p divides a, that implies that GCD of a comma b is equal to p, at least greater than or equal to p. But if b is 1 greater than 1 and this is 1, so this should be greater than 1. This is a contradiction. That means b is not greater than 1. maybe I'll use some other color for better effect. Because of the contradiction, this cannot happen. That means b is equal to 1. And if b is equal to 1, x is equal to a, an integer. That is the solution. Yeah. So I hope you have enjoyed this problem solving. It was very fun for me. Rational numbers is very neglected topic. So I hope you learned something new. Okay. So I got to catch a bus. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.